This is chicane. Oh, closer. Okay, so I bought recently this wheel, PC version only, because it was 150 euros cheaper, but this is another story. I have a video dedicated about it. Yeah, so if you are interested, I have it also in this corner, but anyway, if you miss it, look it up on my channel. It's very interesting video, and I'm describing a bit the problem regarding this handbrake with this wheel. Yeah, but because it's a very long video, I prefer to create a separate one. You can connect this one directly to the wheel and it will work, however not in G923 mode. That's why I'm connecting it directly to the PC and I'm playing with it only like that. For example, Dirt Rally 2.0 and Forza Horizon 5 are working with this wheel in G923 mode. Yeah, but in this mode, this device is not recognized connected directly to the wheel. Yeah, it's not visible in G-Hub application, it's not visible in any game anywhere, so it doesn't work. It's working also in Assetto Corsa Competizione. Again, the shifter is connected directly to the PC, yeah, not on the wheel. Now is in Pro Wheel mode, because this game works in Pro Wheel mode. I have already a video about this handbrake and shifter, but it was in relation with G29, so if you are interested to see how it works with G29, by the way, you cannot connect it to it, no matter what crazy people are telling you over the internet. I've seen reviews in which they said this shifter doesn't work with G29, you cannot connect it directly there. They bought that adapter from Logitech. That adapter works if you want to connect the Pro pedals to G29 or G900, whatever they are called, yeah? If you want to use this shifter or handbrake with G29, do not buy the adapter, because the adapter doesn't work with it. Yeah, you have to connect it directly to the PC. And also in this case, because there are two modes, Pro mode and G923 mode, and in G923 mode it doesn't work. It's not recognized at all not by games, but by anything, not even by PC. Yeah, you have to connect it directly to the PC. It makes no sense to move around. When you are in Pro mode, you put it here, and when you are in the other mode, you put it on the PC. If you want to do that, be my guest. And there is another thing, those clickers are noisy, yeah? But this one is even noisier. I have to talk between clicks. Luckily for me, I'm using it only as whoa. So luckily for me, I'm using it as handbrake and it's not that loud. But as shifter, you will for sure wake up everybody in the room. So yeah, it's very good that it's working also in Assetto Corsa Competizione. I'm using the shifters on the wheel. It's interesting also with this. Oh, too much. Let me stop the car and show you how to configure this as shifter. Options, oh, not here, controls. Yeah, so you can see here we have only Pro Racing Wheel. Yeah, here, shift up. If we want to bend it, you select it and press A. Shift up, you see, button 1, shift down, button 2. There is no easy way to see you have two controllers connected like on some other games. You just have it there and you have to configure it, yeah? The moment I configured this shifter for shift up and shift down. You see RS shifter handbrake here, and here we have Pro Racing Wheel. So do not expect to see somewhere a list, or at least I did not see anything. And there is also this confusion, it's written only wheel. Yeah, so you have wheel here, you have the name of the device, and at first, because you see wheel and you see only Pro Racing Wheel here, and there is no way to know that this one is also connected to the system and the game is recognizing it, you just go there and bind it, and that's it. So this is a standalone product, even if it's it has the same logos everywhere. It is Logitech, it is Pro Series. You can connect it directly to the wheel, no problem. And also it's very nice if you connect it directly to the wheel and you are shifting. I'm not sure about shifting, but when you are using the handbrake, you can see it on this small display here on the wheel. Not that it matters, because when you are racing, you do not care about those things. It's recognized as a separate device by many games. If a game doesn't recognize it, that game is stupid. So yeah. Dirt Rally is more user-friendly. If we go to options, we see RS shifter and handbrake, and okay, Logitech G923, because this game, as I mentioned, is working in G923 mode, and the shifter or handbrake is not recognized if you connect it directly to the wheel. And we have handbrake as Z-axis. Now it is in shift mode, so Z-axis doesn't work. But we have here gear up and gear down, 1 and 2, which is 1 and 2, yeah. If we go to input reporting, we can see here, you see, along with the steering wheel, throttle, brake, and so on. Now when you go to the game, and bear in mind I do not use this shifter, so I may do mistakes. Whoa. Yeah, and if I switch to handbrake, let's see. Yeah, you see, handbrake is working. So you do not need to restart, you do not need to do anything, you just switch it and yeah. Woo! So as you can see, I have the handbrake working, yeah. Get out of my way. As shifter also, you see. And I was complaining these shifters are loud. These are not loud. This one is loud. Let me show you how to configure it. Let's see. So we have settings here, and this is I think this is the confusion. That's why some people are thinking it's not working. Sorry for repeating. You have to connect it directly to your PC, not on the wheel. If you connect it to the wheel, if you have Pro and you connect it to the wheel, it is in G923 mode and it doesn't work. Yeah. So let's see, controls, input mapping, and you have here controller, keyboard, wheel. I think this is the confusion because you see only wheel. Yeah, but if you are looking here, you see device 1, device 2. Yeah, this is the device 1 and this is the device 2. As you can see, e-brake here, we have device 2. Well, now is not on handbrake mode, is on the other mode. Yeah, but if we go down here, we can see shift down. Yeah, it's crazy. Shift down is here and shift up is way down. So shift down, device 2. Yeah. Let me remap it again. So shift down, yeah, You see, it's working. Shift down, button 1. And here we have shift up. Sorry, my mistake. So shift up like this, yeah. Come on, man, how can it shift down? Shift down like this, yeah. Okay, save and continue. Back, yeah, and yeah, so no problem. I'm not sure, let's see, if I switch to handbrake and move this lever from one hole to another, yeah, here. Yeah, you see, axis 1, yeah, this is axis 1. Let me remap it again. So, yeah, you see, device to axis 1. Save and continue. Yeah, so now I have handbrake. I switched from, but I do not have the shifters, yeah. I'll have to remap the shifters again. So you have seen, you don't even need to restart the game. It will recognize the switch, yeah, from shifter to handbrake. You see how it's shaking? Oh, too early. Too late. Sometimes I'm faster without handbrake, but now because I'm talking about the handbrake, I will try to use it more. Not my best. This is chicane. Now I'm using the shifters on the wheel and the handbrake, yeah. Well, it was not necessary here, but you understood. Okay, now let's switch to shifter. Yeah. And let's go to X options, controls. Here also you see them separately, RS shifter and Logitech PRO Racing Wheel. If we go to RS shift, now let's see. Yeah, you see we have 2, 1. If we go to RS shifter and handbrake, edit device, we have handbrake, yeah, which is not now, and sequential up and sequential down. A, unbind, bind, up, unbind, down. So yeah, now we have up, down, along with the steering wheel. So if I go to the game, I can shift like this or like this, but I do not have handbrake. Anyway, this is the rear wheel drive. I can do it very nice without handbrake. Whoa! Yeah, so It works also in this game, which is called Exo Rally Championship. It's a demo because it's not released yet. However, it's another example of handbrake working. Yeah, so why not show it to you? I just wanted. Okay, you have seen it works in many games, including Forza Horizon 5. To summarize, you need to connect it directly to your PC. There is another video with G29 also is connected directly to the PC because of the reasons I mentioned already. Yeah, connected directly, it's recognizable by many games. Oh, too much. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next one.